saying that I say everything in love. I want you to remember that by the end of the speech. Okay? All right. So my name is Heather Fleming, and today I stand with you, before you, with the courage to be disliked, so that I can speak truth to power and bring fire to this fight. We've all probably heard Martin Niemöller's famous words. I won't tell you about him. We can go home and look them up. But I want to switch it up just a bit and apply it to America today. First, they came for the BIPOC, and I did not speak out because I was not BIPOC. Then they came for Jews and the Muslims and the immigrants. And I did not speak out because, hey, I'm not a Jew or a Muslim or an immigrant. Then they came for the LGBTQ plus community, and I still didn't speak out because I was straight and cis. Then they came for equity education and voting rights, and I did not speak out because I would not be impacted. But then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak to me. That is the danger that we are in today if we do not unite to protect everyone. I want to stress that. So here's the part that might get me disliked. There are a lot of you here today because you are finally angry enough to act. And that is a great thing. I do want to acknowledge that. Welcome to the fight. However, you must understand that the fight for immigrants, for BIPOC, equity education, voting rights, etc., is not separate from this fight. You see, these are all things that are a danger and threat to a white Christian patriarchal supremacy that is so ingrained in the fiber of our country that anytime we speak out against any of those things, we are considered unpatriotic and un-American. Boo! You're not booing me, are you? No. Kind of sensitive. The domino effect that led us to this moment started with the demonization of the Islamic religion, the denouncing of Black Lives Matter, and the propagation of anti-CRT, anti-trans, and anti-socialist rhetoric. The extreme right encouraged Americans to accept, at least subconsciously, that some people were worth fighting for, and recruited some of us into the service of this white Christian patriarchy by manipulating the public into feeling powerless against them. Can y'all say, we have power? We have power! We have power? We have power! We have power? We have power! So my job today was to speak to our youth. For our young people, you are truly the future. As a matter of fact, your understanding of these issues is so keen that the other side is fighting hard so that you will not even have the opportunity to learn or to lead. Don't let them silence your voices. Keep fighting and keep moving us forward. So I'm going to tell you how we're going to take our power back. You ready? Okay. To do is we're going to bring the fight to them, not just in this cause, but in every cause that attacks historically marginalized groups. Don't let them knock any of the dominoes down, because each one that drops empowers and emboldens them. We cannot sacrifice one group to appease them, because we will never be able to sacrifice enough people to satisfy them. As Dr. King said at an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. The stripping of our reproductive rights should give you a new understanding of exactly what he meant when he said that, and also of how true it continues to remain, unfortunately. Secondly, our rights and our vision for an inclusive society will not be won with reasoned arguments and being nice. I'm not going to cuss because we got babies in the audience. So you have to decide now what you are willing to risk in this cause. You will make family mad, bosses furious, and neighbors angry. You will lose some and you will gain others. You must be all right with that. In the words of Reverend Renita Green, if you're not sacrificing everything, then you're not sacrificing anything. You cannot do this work and remain comfortable. For every time you silence yourself to maintain peace and position, you do violence to all the people who have stepped forward and all the people who will suffer because of it. And finally, you must listen to the voices of those who have already been in the fight. There are groups of people who have had to fight for every single right they have. Too many of these people have been granted these rights on paper, but continue to fight for it to be applied in practice. Do not erase those voices. Do not overtalk them. Do not dismiss their experiences. Do not denigrate their leadership. And so as I look out over my hundreds of new friends, I want to say thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up. I look forward to all of the other times that we will be together. We will be telling our congressmen, we'll be telling our representatives, we'll be telling school board members, we'll be telling whoever we need to, that this is the vision that we have of America. This is who we want to be in the future. And as they try to return us to the old days, we won't go back.
We won't go back.
So, some of these dominoes have fallen, but I believe all of us here together have the ability to set them back aright. And something to remember, we rise together or we all fall together. Thank you.